Folks, I welcome you to Global Leadership Perspective. And today I woke up thinking about Africa and thinking about the oneness of Africa and thinking about the strength and the ability that we possess as an African continent. And either we are seeing this ability or we are not seeing this ability, or we are seeing the ability and a section are doing something about it and a section is not doing anything about it. I want to focus this conversation especially where developing and formulating and coming up with unilateral currency where Africa is concerned. Yes, we want to appreciate that Africa is highly diversified, and this does not mean that we cannot pull ourselves together and do our things together. In fact, we can do that, only that I know the international politics at times has played a role in ensuring that this is not happening. But until when shall we keep on coming up with such excuses when we need to put our foot, stamp it strongly and do what we need to do so that we can have one Africa and a prosperous Africa. And let me also relate this conversation in terms of one currency where some of the things that are happening globally. Of course, over time we've had the dollar that has been dominating the market, not just in Africa, but also in many other nations. And of course, the euro, and currently, and I've talked about this before, where the BRICS, the new baby on block is concerned. They are coming up with their own initiative, and they are coming up with a currency that they want to be used amongst the BRICS members. And for sure, this is something that is coming up strongly, and depending whether you are for it or not, but it is something that indeed that is coming up, and somehow anyhow it is going to change the geopolitical structures where the globe is concerned. And so why are we left behind as Africans? Is our job just to be there and get on board of what others are formulated so that we can support them and be used? I think we need to join the conversation of the Pan-Africans who are of the view that Africa, we need our own currency, and we need to pursue it. These are some of the things that were envisioned by people such as Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, people such as Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, and it appears that somehow anyhow these things have gone silent, and we need people who have the passion of Africa at heart, and people who are going to push this kind of a thing, because if we don't do that, then the day or the years to come that we will want to do it, we will be late, and the others will have already taken structures and routes, and it will be very difficult even to compete with them. So for this reason, I want to hope and pray that the leaders we have in Africa in the position or to influence influence and to ensure that they are able to come up with such kind of a program, they need to come up with such kind of a program. And so this should be, I know these are things that they have thought about it, they are there on the table, but somehow it appears they are not really going further and being implemented as they ought to. AU need to really push this kind of thing. Other bloc trades within Africa need to push this kind of a thing, and the leaders in place, the Pan-Africans, the opinion shapers in Africa, they need to push this kind of a thing so that we can have our own currency. And if this currency can even, first of all, be utilized and influence the business operations in Africa, then it can really be good for us, and eventually it will spread to others. Otherwise, if we do not do this, we are going to languish behind, and the rest will keep on prospering, and we are going to be doing the donkey work all the time. And we need to break this kind of a chain, and we need to do things differently, and in a way that is going to help our generations to come more focused, prosperous, and also respected in the global community, especially in terms of business. So God bless Africa, and let's think about having our own currency. Let's us not just be there wanting to be talked to be convinced, or even to be bought to join other initiatives that are being created in the geopolitical space. Let us also create our own space, our own thing that will also influence the space, and this will be good for Africa. The King bless Africa.